Hello Gemini, and welcome to Tarot Universe Tea. You have reached my channel and I welcome you. What I am doing tonight is the end part of March. So from March 20th to, it is the full moon tonight in Libra. I'm doing March 20th to March 31st. For my Geminis, okay? This is going to be for Geminis, love life, their love life, okay? This is going to be for Gemini Ascendant, Gemini Moon, or Gemini Sun. Could also apply to your Venus if it's in Gemini as well. So, see if that resonates. And if it does, then it's meant for you. If it doesn't, then you might want to check out some other stations that have, or not some other stations, but some other channels that are doing specifically your rising sign or your Venus sign. I will be doing them eventually. I'm just on Gemini now. I will get to it. I've done Aries and Taurus so far only, and so I will be getting to all 12 signs. Okay, here we go. Woo! Do we want to start out with that card? Let's just see if that comes up again. That was the Death card. Let's start over. That did come flying out of there. Just going to concentrate on Gemini's love life. Gemini. Cards are kind of wanting to stick together in clumps. You know what I mean? Okay, Gemini. All right, I think that's it right there. The first card's going to represent Gemini. And then the second one is your partner. It's kind of bright. I don't know if you can see these. And then the third card here is going to be the two of you together. That would be too dark, but maybe it's not. And then we have your desires, Gemini's desires, your partner's desires, your challenges, their challenges, and then we have the outcome for Gemini and the outcome for your partner. This is going to be too dark. I'm going to do this light again. Let's see what we can do here. Got to be something different we can do. That looks okay. Much better. I like it. Okay, so now Gemini's coming up with sleepless nights here. We've got the Nine of Swords. This kind of represents maybe having a lot on your mind lately, thinking about some kind of pressure or some kind of maybe responsibilities or something that's bothering you that seems to be causing you mental anguish. That's what I'm getting from this card. Over your partner. Okay, so you're thinking about your partner and you're not, I don't know what it is with them. It's a communication thing going on between you and, it's a non-communication thing. It's when you communicate, there's anguish and it's causing you to not be able to communicate very well with them. I don't know if they're not communicating well or if it's you or if it's just the two of you together, the way that you communicate. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from that card for Gemini. Now your partner has the Seven of Swords. So they are, they're on the move. They are taking this communication with them, but not all of it. They're leaving some of it behind. In other words, they're not believing everything that you're, I don't know if they're not listening to you all the way, Gemini, is what I'm getting. Maybe there's some of it they're just not even interested in what you're saying, some of it, and some of it they are. I feel like they are listening to you somewhat. This person is taking in as much as they can, leaving the rest behind. They're moving about better than you are, Gemini. Your partner's getting along better than you are as far as the relationship goes. They're not bogged down with distress and sleepless nights and that. They're able to move around more and get about. Although they are too carrying these swords, this lack of communication, miscommunication with them. So between the two of you, you know, you're both have some kind of anguish with communication. I don't really feel that they're the 7 of Swords and you're the 9. So you're the one that's feeling more of the pressure of this lack, whatever that may be, lack of seeing them, lack of communicating with them. They are on the move, communicating with you. So they might be communicating with you while they're on the move. Maybe you're more stationary at home, and they're out and about more. And, you know, with cell phones and all that, we communicate while we're out and about. So that's what I'm getting. It's like they're communicating with you, you know, maybe via the iPhone. And they feel comforted that you're at home or wherever you're at, that you're, you know, that they can talk to you. Even though you're the one that's feeling more of the pain of the situation, of the relationship, they feel a little bit more comforted that they do have those 2 swords is stuck in the ground. They feel comforted that that's there, and they can count on that being there, even though they're communicating, maybe with other people, you know, while they're moving around. They're communicating with you and maybe other people too, is what I'm getting. Okay? But they know that they have this solid foundation always waiting for them. That's what I'm getting. That's it. That was the message right there. Okay. So now between the two of you, you got the 7 of Pentacles. That's been coming up a lot in other readings that I've watched. The 7 of Pentacles is, you know, working hard diligently at what you want to succeed in, wanting to put in the effort. So there's a desire to put the effort into the relationship between the two of you. This guy doesn't look very happy, though. He looks kind of like what I just got was it's not growing fast enough. Things aren't moving fast enough. Now, I'm not sure if that's Gemini feeling that way or if it's this other party feeling that way, but that's what I'm getting. But there is some comfort there. I'm getting comfort that it is growing, even though it may not be growing as fast as someone may want it to be. There's some contentment from one of the parties that it's there, and they feel like it's stability. They're looking at it as stability. So, you know, the foundation of your relationship, the foundation of, you know, the two of you working together to make a good future. Whether you're married or not, you know, you both could be working toward saving money or working and building to buy a house. Whatever it is, it's there's comfort there knowing that that's there, just like there's comfort in this knowing that those 2 swords are there. When I need to come back, those swords are there. I'll go out with these 5 swords and communicate and do what I need to do, but when I come back, those 2 swords are there for me. That's my security, that's my stability. That's what I'm getting, okay? All right, so Gemini's desire is, and you got the Emperor in reverse. So your desire is to be able to go out and, you know, be in control of actually, I take that back. I'm feeling that you have a desire to be in control. You got the Emperor, but you got it in reverse. So you wish that you could be in control, but actually the Emperor is in reverse, and your desire is to not be in control, even though you project that you want to be in control. This is interesting. You're projecting that you want to be in control, like the Emperor, but what I got was that you really don't want to be in control because you don't want all the responsibility to be on your shoulders. You don't want to be responsible if things don't turn out right. You don't want to be responsible if things come up short. You don't want to be responsible for things not going right according to someone's plans, is what I'm getting. Okay, so maybe that is just for right now. We do have a retrograde Mercury. We do have to take that into a huge consideration. Tonight's the full moon. So, you know, this reading is until March 31st. Okay, so your partner's desires is, it could be a Libra, Gemini like yourself, or an Aquarius. Their desire is to rule the roost with a heavy hand, and be very, very honest, straight forthcoming, and tell it like it is and what they expect. Maybe communicate with you and try to get you to open up, and you know, they see you in this position where you're not really being a leader, you're not really pushing things forward and leading like an emperor. And they sense that and they see that, and they're wanting that. They want this card this way because they're pushing, you know, what they want. They're the leader, actually. They're the ones, Gemini, your partner is the leader here, is what I'm getting. They want you to be the leader, but I'm wondering if you'd get along if you were the leader, because this person that you're with, this Queen of Swords person, seems to be very capable of ruling the roost, very capable of, you know, letting you know what she wants, he wants, being very direct. So I don't know if you could have 2 people like that under the same roof and get along, but he's got her back to you in this reading. You know, it's like this. So she's like leading, like she's going out into the world and, you know, making things happen. And Gemini is more being an emperor, but kind of not really being, but maybe trying to be. It's almost like I get that, you know, that Gemini wants to be an emperor, but they're just not up to it right now. You know, the last reading I got for Gemini was that they were being kind of held back from being an emperor, kind of being held back from being like an Aries type energy. So I'm getting that again. Okay, so now your challenge, Gemini, is the Knight of Swords in reverse. So your challenge is that you're not communicating and you're not moving forward with your communication. You're not able to, something's holding you back. And I got that in the last reading for you, Gemini. I think it was the beginning of March reading. And it could be this retrograde Mercury, because it would affect Geminis for sure. They're ruled by Mercury. So anyway, you know, it looks like you're being held back from going out, moving forward, communicating, maybe going to try to get a job, or, you know, going out and getting errands done, getting things done, lining things up. It just looks like you're blocked, or you're being stopped by that Mercury, you know, being retrograde. Now your partner's challenge is the Magician in reverse. The Magician in reverse, that means that your partner's feeling kind of at odds with their own desires. Really, it's like they're kind of being held back too by the planets. They are wanting to go out. They're used to being able to go out and make things happen, being able to use all of their resources, their mind, you know, very intelligent, being able to use their skills, knowledge, ways of being with people, communication, getting along with individuals, and any other kind of gift that they have. And that's in the reverse. So your partner is also feeling kind of frustrated, kind of feeling like they can't really, they're on hold a little bit. The Magician, you know, kind of like that they are just, I'm feeling a little stagnation here between the, and this is like not in your relationship, in your love relationship. I'm getting it more out in the work world area. It could affect you at home, definitely, because when things aren't going right in the finance department, you know, that can affect you at home, definitely. Okay, so your outcome for Gemini is good. It's the Six of Cups. So you've got the support of your family behind you, Gemini, and you've got the support of friends. You do have that to rely on. You may be spending some time during this end of March with family, with friends, and enjoying that. It looks like a give and take situation, like you're enjoying conversations, maybe offering support to one another, talking and building each other up during this time. Now your partner's outcome is the Hermit. They're going within, they're kind of pulling back and going, maybe isolating a little bit, or going on a loner type mission here for a bit. They're going within and trying to figure out what the holdup is, maybe, why things are being on stall in your finances, in your outer world. They're feeling kind of like it's their fault. Let's see. They're feeling they're trying to figure out how to resolve this issue. But what people need to understand as well is sometimes we need to go inside and actually accept what's happening and learn to be okay with what's happening at the moment. Now, you know, if something's going on for years and years and years and nothing's changing, yeah, you may have to get out of a situation. But if it's just a temporary lag and things aren't moving forward the way you want them to, then maybe going inside and just accepting it for now, for what it is, you know, because time does change everything and it doesn't last forever. And it looks like this partner of yours, Gemini, looks like that they're trying to figure out what went wrong, what am I doing wrong, what am I not seeing, is what I'm getting from this card. What am I not getting? What am I not, no, that's not it. It's, what is it I'm not clear about? What is it I'm not seeing? So they think that there's something that's going on, or something that maybe Gemini or themselves is doing or could be doing to change something. They feel like they're missing something, like they're not seeing something clear enough that they could make things change. Okay, well, now I'm going to be doing a clarification on these cards to find out a little bit deeper what's going on. So let's move right along. That was the outcome for your significant other there, Gemini. It was the Hermit. So they're concerned. Yeah, they're concerned on what's going on. They got their Magician in reverse, which is kind of a, that's pretty much a burden to be stopped from your what you normally do good. You're doing good at something, and you've got skills at something, and all of a sudden things come to a halt and things aren't working out in that area to your satisfaction, and you want to know why. What's going on? This worked for me before, why isn't it working now? Right? That's something I would ask. Okay, so let's see what's going on here for Gemini. Gemini's love life. Gemini's love life. That feels good right there. Okay. All right, I want to see what's going on with Gemini's energy here. Why is Gemini have the Nine of Swords? What's causing Gemini to have sleepless nights? Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles. So money is coming in, but it's like maybe the job or whatever is coming, but it's coming so super slow. This is the slowest Knight in the deck. It is coming, but it's coming super duper slow. So things are going to be moving. You also have it with the Devil in reverse. So there may have been some kind of holdup with, some kind of addiction or drinking or something that would be, it looks like maybe that may have slowed things down in this area or caused problems in this area to go get a job or to bring money in or something like that. You had to put down a habit, a bad habit or addiction, something that was getting in the way of, getting hired or keeping a job. And then you have the Knight of Wands. You don't really have the oomph right now. You're not feeling it. You're not feeling like running out and hunting down a job or hunting down your passion right now. You got the Knight of Wands in reverse. It doesn't really feel like, he's got that fire to go out and look. Sometimes when we want to go get a job, sometimes we can't wait to just, get dressed, look our best, and go out and compete to try to get the job. And then there's other times where you just barely can roll out of bed, and you're just like, oh man, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling like I can do this today, anyway. And so it's causing this this Nine of Swords energy here. Okay, so let's see what's going on with your partner having this Seven of Swords in 2 staked into the ground and 5 of them moving around with them. Him, her. 7 of Swords for your partner, Gemini. What's going on with that? Could be that your partner's, works with communication in the communication field. Well, we all kind of do. We all work with computers and such. But it could be that maybe they're on the move on the road a lot, is what I was going to say. Like, moving about where they have to rely on having communication with them, like a cell phone or something. This is a love reading. I don't know why I'm turning it into work. But it's what I'm getting. I have to read what I'm getting. Okay, what's going on with Gemini's lover? Okay. It is the 7 of Swords. Woohoo! My goodness. There she is again, the Queen of Swords for your lover. All right, so she's a no-nonsenser. She's no nonsense about what's going on in this relationship. He, she. This person is all about going out and getting what you need and bringing it back home. Okay, this person is not shy about that. They know what they want to do. They're very. This could be a Gemini rising, Aries rising. Did I say Aries? Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Okay, the air signs. They may have that as their rising sign or moon sign, and they, you know, they tell it like it is. They're going to move forward, let you know what's going on. They're not going to be afraid to compete with a job for a job. They're not going to be afraid to try to get what they need. They need something at home, or they need more money, or they need a raise, or whatever. They're not going to be afraid to go after it. Okay. They also got, you know, the Aries sign here again, being very forceful, being very brave, not backing down. Running the household or the job like an emperor, you know, making sure that like they're the top dog of the job. They're the top person. They are the top person of the house. They run things. And, you know, I got the Ace of Pentacles, like they're looking for a brand new income, like they're wanting to look for maybe new resources to come in, or they're looking for new skills to improve on for themselves so that they're more marketable, so that they're worth more money when they do go out for their resumes. They have those skills to put on their resume so they can make more money. This is a person that is very capable of going out and getting what they want. They're very dominant, and you know, that Seven of Swords being there can be even, they would even, you know, like, I'm not going to say cheat on a resume, or they may tell a little, they may exaggerate their abilities a little bit without any problem at all, because of this Emperor and this Queen of Swords. They could exaggerate their abilities a little bit if they were trying to get a job, okay? Just to get the job. I mean, that's what they need, right? So, now between the two of you, I have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so being happy with working and you know, watching things grow between the two of you, your love life. Being happy with what you have for right now, somewhat. I am getting a little bit of, like I said earlier, a little bit of, you know, wish there was more, wish it was faster. But still, like, there's a contentment with the pile. There's a contentment with that things are being saved and there are resources for backup. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Now, it could be, if you want to apply it to love, it could be that they're happy. Both of you are happy. This is for both of you, are happy with, you know, what you have between the two of you. What you've made between the two of you as far as your love for each other. That is like a support system for yourselves. And it makes you both happy that you have that to come home to as a support. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. Wow. Wow. That's not good. Okay, so what I'm getting for the two of you, there's a Seven of Pentacles here where you're looking at where are we, you know, and this is worth working for. We're saving, we're moving along. And then I'm getting something here that's saying that maybe there's some talk about moving on. Now, this card could mean, you know, moving on from a partner, because these are cups. This is love. This is a love reading. So maybe one of you wants to move on from a lover. It could be overseas, leaving someone, or leaving your home to go see a lover, and leaving things behind. You know, if I apply it to the job, this is not really a job reading, though. I was going to say this is like maybe wanting to leave the job even and go to a different job where you make more money, but these are cups. This is love. This is usually about somebody wanting to walk away because they think that there's a better prospect out there. Okay, and then it follows with what bothers me is that it's followed with the Fool card. Okay, so it being followed by the Fool card is like, well, I want to leave the situation because I think there's something better, and there's the new start, and there's the crumbling of the stability. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for between the two of you. There might be some talk. I'm not saying this is happening. This is a retrograde Mercury happening right now, and we've got the full moon going, so emotions are high. Usually people talk about things that don't last. Usually under a retrograde Mercury, when we do something, sometimes like it doesn't last, or it gets messed up, and so it doesn't last. I don't know how I can explain that any better. Travel, you might try to travel during that time, and your travel arrangements get all messed up and it ruins the trip. Or you try to buy something and it gets all messed up and you have to rebuy it. It's just, you know, like the order gets messed up and you have to rebuy it. There's just several different things that Mercury causes when it's in retrograde, and it's really a pain in the ass. Excuse my language. Okay, so we're going to do a clarification on Gemini's, the Emperor in reverse. Okay, so why does Gemini have, and that's in their desire space, they're desiring to be not in control. Maybe just let the other person, very dominant person that you're with, Gemini. Some of you Geminis are with a very dominant person that knows what they want, and they're not listening to what you're saying. They're the ones that are leading. And so Gemini might be just like, you know, what the heck, let it go. So let's see what's going on with your desire for the Emperor in reverse for Gemini. Okay. All right, Gemini. Okay, so, yeah, it looks like, you know, the Emperor, you know, like you're trying to just lay down a little bit and not do much right now. You've given up trying to rule the roost. You've let this other party take over in your love affair. It looks like you may have had a little bit of disputes about it. You may not have liked it. You may have tried to, you know, put your 2 cents in a couple of times here or there. And the King of Cups is here, so you're just really a loving person. This is some Geminis out there that have like their moon in Cancer, their rising sign in Cancer, their Venus in Cancer, maybe even Pisces. There's a lot of love there. There's overflowing amount of love, a very a mature Gemini. It's like a real mature Gemini. You know, they could be young, in their 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever, but they're acting like a King of Cups, somebody that would be like maybe in their 50s, 60s. They're acting like that. They're very mature. Okay, you're being very mature. And you've given up the fight. You know, you've given up the battle of trying to rule the roost. You know who's going to rule the roost. It's the other party. I feel that, you know, and sometimes that's just how couples have to get along. You can't have two kings ruling an empire. One has to rule and the other one usually follows or allows one to rule, right? So that's what I'm getting there. Okay, so now the desire for your partner, he, she has the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords for your partner. What's that about? What's the desire there? I don't feel like they feel like they're winning or getting what they want with that first card that came out. Yeah. Okay, so your partner's desire is, you know, not working right now. Their desire is to be in a winner's position. You know, things coming in, things running good. Being the person that goes out and is able to conquer what they need, what they want, what they said they were going to get. And then come home and show everyone, see, I did it, I got it. Look, right? Well, it's in the reverse, so they're feeling kind of defeated. You know, they're feeling kind of defeated with that sword there sticking out, ready to, you know, like they say, chop heads off. Chop heads off if they don't get what they want, or they're very upset. And it has something to do with money, I believe. It has something to do with resources. So the King of Pentacles is in reverse. So they're not feeling like, you know, in the money department, things are running the way they want to in their marriage. And I'm getting like maybe a partnership, a commitment, some kind of it's like it's a Taurus card is what this is. It's stability, establishment, religious beliefs that you follow. You know, they're following it. They want to follow it, but they don't feel like it's working. Maybe the person that they picked, the Gemini, it's not working with the Gemini right now. That's what I'm getting. And, you know, they're up in arms about it. Their desire is for the marriage to work, for things to go good, and for money to come in. That's their desire. Okay, and it's kind of on hold for them too. It's like, you know, it's just not working out right now. So now you do have your Gemini. Let's see what Gemini's. Let's see. You've got the Knight of Swords. Okay, so Gemini has the Knight of Swords in their challenged position. So you're being challenged, you know, to be able to go out and, or even to receive a message about something. Maybe like you put out for a lot of jobs or something, or you put out for a lot of information and it's just not coming in. This could also mean that you're being stopped from even going out and looking for some reason. Maybe it's transportation. Maybe it's, you know, you're just not up to communicating properly at the time, or you don't know what you want. That's what I'm getting. I just got that too. You don't know really what you want to do. Or I got that for some Geminis, that they just don't know what they want to do. That's why they're not gung-ho on going out and trying to get it. You know, how can you go out with fierce energy and knowing what you want and going after it if you really don't know what you want, right? You're not going to have all that power and exude confidence and want to conquer and get if you don't know what it is you're after. So I got some of that too for some Geminis. Okay, so let's see what your partner's challenge is. Your partner has the Magician in the reverse. So let's see what that's about here between the two of you, your love life. Magician in the reverse for your partner, challenged position. Magician. Let's see what we've got here. Oopsies. Okay. Okay, so we've got the Magician in the reverse. Your partner's feeling his or her challenges. They're not feeling like they can't, that they're in their power and that they can go out and get what they want. Like they can't exude charisma, be charismatic. They can't go out and exude their skills for some reason. They're being held back, you know, for whatever reason. You know, Mercury's retrograde. It could be missed appointments. It could be miscommunication. All kinds of different things happen. They're feeling very Queen of Wands about it. In other words, they're feeling very put off, very disappointed. They're feeling a little angry. Fire signs can be very, this is either, you know, the energies, excuse me, the energies of an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. So they're feeling very put off. They don't like to be taken off their throne. They don't like to feel like they're not in the position of a queen. That's going forward with this Magician in the reverse. So they're not very happy about it. They might be a little bit bitchy about it. They're holding back right now. They're holding their temper back. They're holding maybe their anger back a bit. They're also holding back on spending. They're just holding back everything. Maybe their emotions towards you. Maybe their love towards you. Maybe not giving enough kisses and hugs. And they are feeling kind of like on the outside of things. Like they're not in the flow of prosperity, is what I got. They don't feel like they're in the flow of prosperity. They may not feel like they're in the flow with you, like you're in sync, like you're communicating well with you. So that's what that Magician's doing there in the reverse to them. That is their challenge, okay? Now, the outcome for the Gemini is the Six of Cups, which is they do have their family and their friends on their side. That's great. That's a good card for an outcome because you need that. You need people with you when you're going through hard times or any kind of troubled watered times. You want people there for you. You want that love, that understanding. I know what it's like to go through stuff like that. You want someone there. If you don't have someone there, it can be very, very painful and lonely. And so I do see that it's a good outcome for Gemini. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see what else we got. One card fell out, so I got to put two more out here for the clarification for the outcome. Okay, so you know they're feeling they might be going to their family or their best friends or whatever, and they're letting them know that things aren't progressing, you know, things aren't moving the way they want them, the way they want it to, as well as their partner wants it to. Their things aren't moving in the Empress energy, you know, which is prosperity and things growing and expanding. Okay, you know, they're feeling like they're kind of stuck. Kind of feeling like their cups are emptied out and the universe is offering more of empty. To me, what it feels like is like the universe is offering more of the same stuff, which has been, you know, leading nowhere. Like, don't give me more, universe, don't give me more of the same. You gave me cups already that are empty there in the reverse. Please don't offer me more of same reverse stuff. It's not helping my relationship. It's not helping my finances. You know, and you may even go out and seek a therapist. With your partner, you may go speak to another. With your partner, you may go and speak with another person that is skilled or knows how to help you or how to get you through the situation. You may even go and ask for help with maybe money. This is a money card. You know, you may have to seek out from family or a good friend some help that way, whether it's a good advice or whether it's money. Okay, I'm seeing there. Now their outcome is the Hermit. Let's see what's going on with that. They're in Hermit mode. They have stopped what they're doing, and they have gone inside themselves to find out what the heck's going on with what's going on. I feel like it's dark in here. I don't know. I can see the table on the camera. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody can see it. I think of the Death card that came out at the beginning of your reading. And I tucked it in, but it's on the table now. Okay. All right, so why does the partner have the... why does the partner have this, oops. Cards are flying for your partner. I mean, they are all over the place, and I'm giving them in chunks, so I'm not taking them. I want 1 or 2 cards, not 3 or 4. What's going on with this Hermit, with Gemini's partner? What's going on with this Hermit? What does the Hermit need? This one? Okay, one more. One more card to clarify the Hermit as the outcome for Gemini's partner. Okay, let's just go ahead and break the cards. There we go. Yeah, see, well, the thing is I want you to understand, Gemini, that this does run till March 31st, and you know, Mercury will start going direct on the 29th of March, and then it's in its shadow period, I think, until the 5th of April, so you'll start feeling relief after the 29th of March. And so will they, your partner. But anyway, what this is showing is they've gone inside because things aren't working. They feel like everything is just dead. Nothing's working. You know, it's like I go to the left, I'm stopped. I go to the right, I'm stopped. I try to move forward in the middle, I'm stopped. Okay, I'm going to go into Hermit mode and figure out what the heck. I'm not going to do anything. What does the universe want me to do? And they're in Hermit mode over this stoppage. Okay, and then they have you know, the Sword is telling them, you know, don't move forward, don't go out and move forward right now. It's telling them to go within. Okay, it's not time to go out and wield your sword and try to make something new happen. And they're coming out of a very painful 10 of Swords. It hurts like crap. They feel kind of betrayed. They felt betrayed, but now they're not feeling betrayed anymore. They're just feeling damn hurt. They're feeling really, really hurt. Like they just can't take one more poke from a sword. They're just all, they're completely hurt out. They're sorted out, right? They're hurt. And that's where they're at. That's where your partner's at. This won't go for all Geminis. Like I said, this goes for Gemini rising, Gemini moon, and Venus ascendant. So that's what's happening here. You know, I'm sorry, this is supposed to be a love reading, and that's, you know, you get what you get. Thank God that we're almost at the end of this month, and that this is almost done with, and I'm sure it's going to turn everything around once the planets start moving. There's not much you can do when the planets hold you in a position like the Hermit, you know, they're to go inside because maybe they need to look at themselves. Maybe they're wanting too much. Maybe they need to come down in their expectations. But for the universe to get that message across, sometimes they have to put the brakes on all the way for you to get it. They have to really hurt you, because we only learn through pain, unfortunately. But it looks like Gemini is doing okay. They got their, you know, you got your friends and you got your family and you got them to count on, maybe to get you out of a tight spot. You know, you're not wanting more of the same of what the universe is handing you. You're telling your friends and your family, and you're telling them how things aren't blossoming and growing in the relationship and your love affair. How your lover might be disappointed and upset with you, and this type of thing, okay? So that was your reading, Gemini. I'm going to close now, and I wish you all blessings and love. Please do like and subscribe, and I will be back. And happy full moon evening. Bye-bye.